just been practicing on it, and just blessed to go out there and try to help the team get a W.
One of those bittersweet times for you because your increased plays comes with Lutz deciding, not being able to play the rest of the year. What have you seen out of him, I guess, and kind of learned from him the last couple of years?
I mean, he's an unbelievable person, unbelievable football player on and off the field. Just a great guy, a great role model to not just the tight ends, but just to every position. As I said, like on the practice field, he's a leader. Telling everybody, if we start slacking off to pick it up a little bit, and then off the field, you won't catch him not smiling or not just taking the time off. If somebody comes up to him and asks for a picture, he would never just like shrug him off. He'd always go up to him and be polite. So just an all around great guy.
How do you feel like guys are holding together with a 1-6 start?
We're still working. Even though our record doesn't show, we're still working as hard as we can every day in and day out. Just trying to do our best to help the team get on the right track.
Any doubt in your mind that at some point you're going to get there? Is there enough the talent on this team to get there?
Yeah, 100%. We're all trying to rally together, rally around one another, and just pick ourselves up. And we have great leaders on the team. Like I said, even though Lutz is hurt or whatever, he's still gonna be that leader for us, be a leader for us. Emery Blake and Reese, everyone's still gonna be a leader and rally around one another and just get back on the right track.
With Phillip out for the season, that means obviously his career here is done, his playing career. As far as him being a leader, as you said, what was his message to you guys when it was, I guess, official, when you guys knew that he'd be gone? What was his message? What did he say to you guys in that time of the game?
Just keep going. He said that he pulled all of us. I mean, we're all really, really close, and we have meetings after every game. We really clown around a lot too, just because that's our room, that's our personality. But he was like, it's time for us to step up, and he was like, you can't be sophomores anymore. You have to grow up and help lead this team to the right track and do your best you can.
It feels like he's been here forever. The fact that has come to an end. When you think of that, what comes to mind?
I don't know really. It's kind of surreal still. I mean, it's surreal to think that his time here is over, and it's just I don't know really. It's hard to kind of, I guess, grasp the concept, but we still have to keep going on and do our best we can.
As far as tight ends go, does he leave a big legacy to follow?
I mean, definitely. Those are some really big shoes to fill, and it's going to be hard to, but Brandon and I just have to try our best to fill those shoes.
Do you feel like yesterday was kind of the first step for you toward what you've been wanting to do since you got here, obviously, which is be a big part of things?
Yeah, I feel that way, but then again, I have a lot I have to work on. Watching film today, it showed that, down the stretch, I had two okay catches or whatever, but throughout the rest of the game, I had a few blown assignments, and my technique for blocking still isn't there all the way. So, Coach Boulware is really, he's really going to try to help us, develop more technically and go through our progression as far as pass pro, everything else is concerned, so that we can get on the right page and just continue on with the year.
Phillip kind of had to go through a similar thing. I mean, he wasn't really a blocking tight end in high school. He kind of had to learn to be physical. Have you talked to him about that?
Yeah, he just said, it's going to be really hard. Because he said, I played against him in high school, and he was he played wide out for half the game. So he said it's going to take a lot, to kind of just be physical and get the technique down. But he said, he did it. So he said that I should be fine.
Where do you feel like you've made the most improvement between spring and now in your game?
I would honestly say blocking in general, just because even though it's not all there yet, I have a lot of technical work I need to clean up, but I mean, in the spring, I didn't know what blocking was, to be honest with you. I was like you want me to block D Ford and Corey and Craig, and I was just like, okay. I mean, I'll try to do the best I can, but Coach Boulware and all the other tight ends, they've really helped me, get some technique down, and I feel like I've improved a little bit there.